went ahead and cut the flaps of skin and muscle off of the side of the abdominal cavity just to keep it open. And we also pinned down the frog's limbs, the hind and front legs. You might want to recall at this point that the frog is facing you, so don't forget that your orientation is backwards of what you might initially expect. So this would be the frog's right side, and this would be the frog's left side. Keep that in mind when we get to the liver. The first organ you're going to look for is the bladder. It's not discussed in your lab until later on, but it's a little bit more apparent right now, and it's a hard organ to sometimes see. It's almost transparent, a small sac at the very bottom of the abdominal cavity. You're also going to see a lot of little finger-like kind of yellow-colored projections. Looks like they're on both sides of the abdomen here. Those are fat bodies. Next, you want to note where the liver's at. And you'll see that the frog has 3 liver lobes, a left lobe, a right lobe, and a left posterior lobe. From there, you want to move down and find the stomach. It's a very muscular, thick organ, fairly large. You may be able to see the pyloric sphincter at the bottom of the stomach. And as you're lifting the liver up, you'll also note that on the underside is a balloon-like structure, kind of dark color, and that is going to be the gallbladder. So that would be filled with bile. If it gets punctured, you might actually see a little bit of a green fluid in it. If you follow the stomach down, that's going to lead into the small intestine. It has a lot of clear, saran wrap looking tissue on it. That's mesentery tissue. And if you look closely at the mesentery, there's going to be a lot of blood vessels running through there. That's because we've got lots of nutrient absorption going on. The small intestine will lead into the large intestine.
So all of this is the small intestine.
Very, very long. Remember, it's small, but it's small because of diameter, not because of length. Large intestine, you can see, is quite big in diameter. Will run out the body for excretion.
The large intestine also is always darker. Also called the colon, large intestine.
And the last thing we want to examine would be the esophagus. So if you backtrack up from the stomach, you can find the tube that leads from the stomach to the mouth. It's going to be fairly thick, and eventually we'll remove the stomach and you'll have a chance to follow that tube out the mouth of the frog.